This story is for those who are not satisfied with their life and believe that others are happier than them. To understand its true meaning, watch till the end. In the heart of a wide African valley, where the wind danced through the tall grass and the rivers glimmered like glass, there lived an ibis. Its feathers were dark and glossy, its beak long and curved like a hunter's bow. But the ibis was not happy. Each day it watched the sunbirds sparkle like drops of fire, the weaver birds stitching golden nests, and the parrots bursting with every color of the rainbow. The ibis would sigh and whisper, "No one sees beauty in me. No one loves me." When children spotted the ibis, they clapped stones together, chasing it away. When travelers passed, they ignored its dark feathers. Slowly, sadness settled in the ibis's heart like heavy dust. One hot afternoon, unable to hold its pain any longer, the ibis perched on an acacia tree and began to cry. Beneath that same acacia tree sat an old griot, a storyteller known across the lands. His hair was white as ash, his fingers calloused from carving flutes. He sat cross-legged in the shade, humming a tune older than memory. As the ibis wept, its tears fell like tiny raindrops. One drop landed on the griot's hand. He looked up, wiping it with his thumb, and saw the ibis trembling with grief. "Why do you cry, sky wanderer?" the griot asked, his voice deep and calm like a drum. The ibis fluttered down to the earth. "Old one," it whispered, "I am tired of my life. No one loves me. They chase me away, call me ugly. Sometimes, I think I'd rather not live." The griot's eyes softened. "Ah, little bird," he said, "you carry sorrow heavier than your wings. Tell me, what would you like to be?" The ibis stared at its own feathers, dark as midnight. "I want to be someone else," it said. "Someone admired, someone loved. Maybe a heron. Herons are graceful. Surely herons are happy." The griot stroked his beard, thinking, "It is easy to believe happiness belongs to others, but very well. Before I weave magic with my words, you must do something." The ibis tilted its head. "What?" The griot spoke slowly. "Go and find a heron. Ask if she is happy. Return and tell me what she says. Only then will I change you." The ibis's heart sparked with hope. At last, maybe a way out of its misery. It spread its wings, beating them hard against the warm air, and took off across the valley, searching for the elegant heron it longed to become. The ibis flew for miles until the dry earth gave way to shining water. There in the shallows stood a heron, tall and slender, feathers white as drifting clouds. "Oh, heron!" the ibis called out, excitement in its voice. "You are so graceful. Your feathers are like pure light. Surely you must be the happiest bird in the world." The heron turned slowly, her long neck curving like the moon. Her eyes were tired. "No, friend," she said softly. "I am not happy. My feathers are pale, empty of color. The world is painted in reds, yellows, and greens, but I have none. I feel plain, like the uncolored sky before dawn. Sometimes I dream of being a parrot. Their feathers shine like the sun itself." The ibis was surprised. The heron, beautiful as she was not happy either. With a heavy sigh, it spread its wings and set off to find the parrot. The ibis soared over forests and rivers until it found a parrot perched on a baobab tree. The parrot's feathers glistened green, red, and gold, each plume more vibrant than the last. "Oh, parrot," the ibis cried, "your colors are brighter than the morning sun. Surely you are the happiest bird alive." But the parrot's eyes dimmed like a candle in the wind. "Happy? Number. My colors bring me trouble. People adore me too much. They trap me in cages. They steal my freedom. Each day I live in fear that a hand will reach for me." The ibis blinked in disbelief. "But you are admired." The parrot shook its head. "Admired, yes. Free? Number I dream of being a peacock. He is more beautiful than I am, and surely he must know true happiness. And so the ibis took flight once more, searching for the famed peacock. The ibis traveled far until it reached the village square. There, inside a wooden pen, stood a peacock. Its feathers gleamed in every shade: emerald, sapphire, gold. People crowded around, gasping and pointing, their eyes full of awe. The ibis waited until the crowd left, then whispered, "O peacock, you are the most admired bird in the world. Surely you are happy." The peacock lowered its jeweled head and sighed. "I once thought I was, but my beauty is my prison. People pluck my feathers for their headdresses and decorations. Every pluck burns, and because of my colors I am trapped here, never to roam free." The ibis felt a pang of confusion. "Then who is happy if not you?" The peacock turned its gaze toward the ibis. "You," he said quietly. The ibis froze. "Me? How?" The peacock's voice was soft but firm. "Yes, you. Look at you. No cage holds you. No hand plucks your feathers. No one traps you for your beauty. You can fly wherever you please. Your freedom is your treasure." The ibis was stunned. It had spent so long envying others. It had not noticed what it had all along. "For days," the peacock continued, "I have watched you fly across the open skies. I have wished, longed to be like you, free to roam, free to soar, free to live without chains." The ibis's heart stirred. It thought of the rivers it had flown over, the trees it had perched on, the winds it had ridden. It saw its own life in a new light. Perhaps the peacock was right. With a new thought growing in its mind, the ibis spread its wings and left the village square. The ibis flew higher than it ever had before. The wind rushed past, cool and sweet. Below, it saw everything: the rivers shining like mirrors, the forests like green blankets, the villages like tiny dots. For the first time, the ibis felt its chest grow lighter. It was free. It had always been free. It thought of the heron, wishing for color. It thought of the parrot, trapped by cages. It thought of the peacock, admired but imprisoned. The ibis laughed softly, the sound carried away by the breeze. All along, it had believed others were happier, but every bird carried its own burden. The heron had no color. The parrot had no freedom. The peacock had no peace. The ibis had what they all longed for: freedom. When the ibis landed back at the acacia tree, the griot was still there, finishing his flute. The ibis' eyes were bright, its feathers lifted by the wind. "Wise griot," it cried, "I do not wish to be a heron or a parrot or a peacock. I am happy as I am. My wings are strong. My sky is wide. I can go anywhere." The griot smiled, placing the flute to his lips. A soft, lilting tune filled the air. "Ah, child," he said, "the sun envies the moon envies the sun, and the river envies the clouds. Yet none see the beauty in themselves. Today you have learned what many never do. Contentment is the greatest freedom of all." The ibis bowed its head in gratitude, feeling joy for the first time. From that day, the ibis never wept again. When it flew across the valley, it no longer compared its feathers to the parrots or the peacocks. When it perched in trees, it no longer wished for a different life. The ibis had learned a secret many spend their whole lives searching for. Happiness isn't found in becoming someone else. It's found in accepting who you are. And so the ibis flew freely, singing to the sky. Its song carried a message for all who heard it. Stop looking at what others have and start seeing the blessings in your own wings. Because the happiest bird is not the most colorful, not the most admired, not the most beautiful. The happiest bird is the one that is content,